Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Desk. My name is Chad. Amy's over there, and we found our place in Medellin. We're going to share it with you today. Hello, my dear.
Hello, mi amor.
How's it going?
Muy bien.
Also,
Bien?
muy bien. Yeah. Also,
Catch you off guard there, didn't
a
I?
little bit. Yeah. Which is okay. So I was just fine tuning our audio, make sure we're good to go. So, we did it.
We did
We
it.
found our place, which is super exciting.
It took a minute.
It took a minute. There was a little bit of elimination done for us because some of the properties we were looking at were kind of being filtered out for us.
Yeah.
Because they're getting booked during a 3-month period. Even if it's booked for 1 week,
It does.
it gets rid of it for your time period. And I noticed one thing. Airbnb actually made a suggestion because I was looking at another place with the same date range, but they had a booking that went into the beginning of ours. And what it did is it suggested rent this other place for a week and then get to your regular place for the remainder, which was
kind of cool.
That it did that. Obviously, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to lug all of our luggage from one place to the other. But it's kind of cool that it would made an effort to make an accommodation for that.
Right. And we also saw a difference in prices. Remember that?
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah.
So let's shortly discuss that because it's interesting. I don't know why. We did some research behind it. We didn't really find a definitive answer.
I even messaged our host and said, "Hey, why is the price?" It was like $300 more than what we saw initially for this same apartment. It wasn't the host; it was Airbnb.
So
increasing those prices.
You had a good chunk of places in your favorites. You shared a bunch with me, and mine was like process of elimination. Which ones are ones that I also like, which are ones maybe not. And I added several to my favorites. And with that, several of the ones that were in my favorites were showing up as a different price than yours. And specifically, mine were less expensive than the ones showing
$300
up
less
on your side.
Yeah.
Some as much as $300.
Right.
And the only difference between our accounts, aside from our demographic information we put in there, is you booked our February trip on your account, and my account was a fresh new account. I had not had any bookings.
But we didn't know if that was the reason or not.
We don't know if that's the reason or not, but every other variable was the same. And all of the FAQs and help things, they all pretty much said changes in
they said remove it off your wish list. If it's on your wish list, remove it. I did that. Still no change. Waited 24 hours. Still same price.
They also said, so wish list, make sure you're signed in, have an account. They also said, oh my goodness, I'm blanking right now. Wish list, remove it, put it back on. They said the exchange could affect that.
Yes, the exchange rate.
And it did. It affected both of us, but it was still a difference of $300. So we went up and down proportionally. So exchange rate did make a difference on what it appeared, but it still wasn't. It still was the spread between our two accounts.
I don't think that was it. There was something.
So that wasn't it.
I don't know. It's weird to me. I mean, I went onto Reddit. I went like all over the place trying to find answers to this and still never really fully came to, what would have happened except that they just boosted it.
Which is, okay. So
not okay.
So here's what my logical brain went to.
Yeah.
You were not a first-time user. I was a first-time user.
But your price went up too.
Well, evenly with the exchange rate. I'm talking about our differences between your account and my account. So the difference between your account and my account, when it went up $300, you and I still had a difference in price. And then it actually came back down
Not much.
maybe a day
It
or
was like
two later.
$100. It still wasn't. It never came back down to that original
Right,
price.
but the booking difference, if I were to book it versus you book it, was still about
And it was
$270.
literally a day later. It was like on a Sunday, we looked at it
We were in the
again.
car talking about that's the one we
And I said,
want.
Chad, we need to book this. We need to book this. And then waited the next day and
Yeah, we were in the
lost
car
it.
for some reason traveling, and
Yeah.
we couldn't book
We're
it
going up
right then.
north.
Yeah, we couldn't book it right then.
We're going up northern Michigan. Right.
So we ended up booking at a higher price, but mine was cheaper than
Still,
yours.
yeah.
And the only thing that made logical sense to me there was I've never booked with that account. You had booked one, so they were offering me a different deal.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think
Listen, here's the thing. Airbnb is the one that took the hit on whatever discounts because our host, same price.
yeah, they
So
never changed it. It
so
wasn't
thank
them.
goodness they weren't affected by
Right.
all this fluctuation.
Anyway,
Excuse
just
me.
so people to be aware of that, if you're using Airbnb, that it doesn't have to be like that. And you can also like message the host and ask them, if they would maybe be willing to negotiate with you if that's something you want to do.
Right. Um awesome. So that was our tale about that. I think
Lesson learned.
I think our advice is two main pieces. One, have two different accounts, whether it's you and your partner or friend or whatever, whoever you're traveling with. And then two, don't be afraid to message the host and
Right.
see if they are flexible on their pricing.
Exactly.
Cool. So all that being said, you want to jump in and
Yeah, let's
walk through what we
I'm so excited for this apartment. It had everything on our wish list except for one, but then we found out that it was still doable. So it ended up working out.
awesome. So here is our listing. This is who we are going with. We're going December 10th through the March 10th. This is a plus or minus. We're probably going to leave a few days earlier, but our booking period is during that time.
Right. Because we're driving to Miami, flying out of Miami.
Yeah, and this also butts us up directly to exactly 90 days. And if for any reason there's an issue, a delay in flight, and we push to 91 days, we're then in violation of our visas. So we have to
leave, several 5 to 7 days early. We're choosing that. And then we also wanted to, me being from the South, lots of family. You have family down South. So we were going to kind of make it a whole trip down on
get
top
some
of it
visits
and get
in,
some
see the
visits
fam.
in.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So this is our place. We're just gonna flip through some photos. Some of these are duplicate because they're just different angles. They put multiple of the same room.
So it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which was great because we will have visitors.
Yep.
Coming down
we're
while we're there.
We're already booking people.
I know. People are asking to come down. Yeah. We have to be careful because you can't have visitors come down, every single whatever because we've got work to do.
Right.
Like we have a business to run as well. Right. 2 businesses.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of flip through them. If you need me to stop at one, just kind of give me the look.
Yeah. So I loved this couch. Was that my cue?
That was yeah. As he started smoking, I had to flip back. We called this one because we had several. Listening. We called this one the cup holder couch.
Yeah, the cup holder couch. So we had names for the different apartments. So I love this one. I love that it has a little table. And if you can see there, just barely to the right, where the door's like completely open, kind of like a lanai almost, except we are really high up, which I'm so happy about. So maybe we'll catch a few breezes. So this is a cute little patio. I love that it has a table and chairs and not just chairs, because that will absolutely be a coffee spot for me. And Sadie gets to hang out there. So this kitchen table I loved because it's a place for me to work. I can work outside at that table. I can work there. I can work up at the bar. So that gave me 3 places.
Pro tip, when you have a glass table, you need one of these mouse pads because the little laser will go through the glass and never respond back, and so your mouse won't
We'll
work.
Have to get me one then. I don't have one.
Literally, yeah. Well,
grab
we'll
yours. Okay, great. So, and I love the mirrors. It just really makes the place look a lot bigger. The TV's perfect for us. Look at that view. I mean, it's just stunning. I do see that it's more of a Colombian style bar top there. American bar tops are wider.
Right.
But this one is a little skinnier there, but
pretty
still
skinny, yeah.
Still plenty of space. This is the same as we had in the one when we were in Colombia in February. Great bedroom, really awesome. It is a double bed. We were hoping for a queen, but we got a double. And so we are choosing to buy sheets and a mattress pad cover and take that with us. That's my own personal thing.
Yep.
Lots of people use these beds, so
but also we have to make our stay as comfortable as
and
possible because this is
again
our home for a
for 3
quarter of a
months.
year.
Yeah. Bathroom pretty good up there, so I looked for like medicine cabinets or spaces where we could put our stuff out, toothbrush holder, things like that. We have a great pool. Really nice pool. It's a beautiful area. Another bedroom. I think
One
that's
thing I
the same.
noticed, all bedrooms have closets. So when it
Yep.
comes to storage space, we'll have lots of
We'll have
room.
lots of
A
storage
lot of
space
the
that we can
places we were
use.
looking at, only some of them, only the
Yeah.
master had it,
Yeah.
where the secondaries didn't have
Right.
closets. So with this being a relatively newer build, there is lots of storage here.
Yes.
And this is the third bedroom.
There's a lot of gray. There's a lot of like muted colors within this color palette. And for me, I love a lot of color. You know that.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of color. One of the reasons I love Colombia or South America in general is just because everything's so colorful. And then this one didn't really have a whole lot of that. However, it had our checklist of a gym, of a pool, of a this, of that, So it had all
So,
the other stuff.
so this bathroom, the other bathroom, the shower was next to the toilet,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one it's across from.
Across.
And when we go over the layout
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of minutes, note that because you'll be able to know which one is the master and which is
Yeah.
the secondary. Okay, so this is from the living room looking into the kitchen area.
Nice big fridge.
There's a double. Here you go.
And the water is safe to drink in Medellin, Envigado, and Sabaneta. So that's awesome. So we have a washer and a dryer in this unit. I would have done either. I was completely prepared to not have a
Yeah,
dryer.
this was not a make or break for us, but definitely a bonus to
Yeah,
get
I
it.
grew up in rural I mean, we just didn't have dryers growing up. So we hung everything out up until, oh gosh, I was almost a teenager before we had a dryer. So really nice. Seems calm. So this is outside, I want to say rooftop, yeah?
No, this is not rooftop. So this is it is built into a mountain. So half of it is several floors lower. Half of it is so this would be like considered like a back patio of the
Okay,
building.
got it. But
So
usable for us.
but usable for us. Yes, community space.
So nice basketball court. They also, I think, play some soccer on there. Another view of the pool. Love this exercise room. It's kind of looks a little like big,
Yeah, lots
you
of room
know?
there and several pieces of equipment.
Yeah, they have a ping pong table. And here's another shot of another bed. So there are 3 bedrooms. They're all the same.
Yep, they're all decorated the same. Like we said, there's several duplicates, which is fine. We're just gonna slam through those pretty quickly if we need to.
So this couch is looking really small. I'm just going to be honest. And this is where we hang out in the evenings. So hopefully, what we'll be able to do instead of hanging out in front of the TV is be out and about.
Okay, and also
Yeah,
part of what we uncovered on the listing about this couch is it is a fold-out
it
bed.
is a fold-out bed.
And we said, okay, so if we do want to sit back and watch a movie, we could put it into bed, throw a couple pillows, and be fine with it.
Absolutely, that would be really cool.
So couch-wise, yes, a little tight, but if you fold it out,
And we have cup holders.
yeah, and we got cup holders.
It's nice. Look at that view. It's just beautiful. I mean, that is a really small couch. So here's some green space. I thought this was really awesome. Just how this apartment building, how they made it different,
Yeah.
right? Different from the rest.
It's starting to duplicate. So do we want to just
Yep.
jump into
Yeah.
the floor plan?
Go for it.
Okay, so I found our floor plan as well, which helps give us like an aerial of what all is what. This particular floor plan is it's calling this side the window side when
Mhm.
ours is so it's flipped on this horizon. So think of it as it's just flipped one way. Okay. So this is the entryway goes into next to the kitchen into the living space with our balcony, and then immediately is the shared bathroom.
Mhm.
Continuing down the hall, you go in and you have your third bedroom here with closet. You continue down, you have your second bedroom here with closet. And then the master bedroom is at the end with a walk-through closet to the bathroom.
which is super common in the apartments
Yeah. So when we were
in
thinking,
Sabaneta.
when we were looking at the pictures, the master bathroom is the one where the shower is across from,
Mm-hmm.
and the bonus bathroom is the one where the shower is next to.
Right.
And you can see it's slightly smaller, square versus a little. It's not a tub, but like a tub more that size.
Looks a little bigger. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks a
not
little.
much. I mean, everything's pretty small, which is fine, right? But this is what we were looking for. We wanted 2 bathrooms. We wanted to have 3 bedrooms, predominantly because one's going to be used as an office.
Mm-hmm.
And like you mentioned, we're going to have some friends and family visiting. And so we want to make sure we can accommodate them
Right.
as well.
My daughter's coming down in, I think she said January, and we'll see. And we've got a couple other folks that are super excited to come down and visit, which is good. We want people to come down and
Yeah,
visit and explore, and yeah, it's
absolutely.
going to be a lot of fun. So, and one of the other things is that this particular apartment that we found, it has a grocery store underneath us, a small tienda, or mercado, and then there's a nail place. So it was really nice, but yet we were high enough up. Hopefully we'll get some of that breeze. I don't know. We did find one that was kind of up in the hills a little bit more, which would have been fine as well. But this one we can actually get out and walk anywhere. We're 10 minutes from Parque Sabaneta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 10-minute walk. In addition, so I'm not going to go back to it, but there's a photo of a white building off of our balcony.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Exito. So
Ah,
not only do we have a nice fruit shop and we inspected and we looked all around, there's some like
yeah.
amenities and places and shops built into the building, but we also have a full blown
Éxito.
Exito to shop at for maybe some of the things that aren't
Yeah, they're pretty
available.
big.
It's a pretty big one. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have the best experience.
No, we went to like a mega one,
Yeah,
and
it was
it was a challenge. It was a journey.
mhm.
We did it.
But we know a little more now. We know
Yeah.
a lot more now
Yeah.
than we did just a few months ago.
And even though we're in like the southern corner of Sabaneta proper,
Mhm.
there is still lots of city, lots of life there.
Yes.
Right. So it's just because we're on the outskirts doesn't mean it's going to take us forever to get anywhere or do anything.
Nope.
Like you mentioned, 10-minute walk to
Parque Sabaneta.
that's how long the walk was
That's
before.
the square, right?
So it's the same distance on a map. It seems further, but it's not. It's the same distance and time to get there. So we're still going to have access to all the great places that we loved. Remember that one place? I follow them on Instagram where they made those really good drinks and they had that. We went there twice.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a restaurant.
And their nightlife is on point.
Yeah. It was really
amazing
fantastic.
Burgers. They made these.
It's the Great Britain. They have Great Britain flags everywhere in there.
We would call them like mozzarella sticks, but they weren't stick form. They were like triangles.
Cheese. It was triangles.
It was amazing.
And we also had that at that other place way up in the hills.
Yeah.
Soup.
It was a little bit different.
Supersol or something like that.
Yeah. That cheese one was a little different.
God.
But cheese is a staple. Everywhere.
We had a lot of cheese while we were there.
A lot of cheese. So it's close to everything. It's everything that we wanted.
So we're going to be ordering probably through Rappi quite a bit too. So that'll be really nice. It's very local. If we want to get out and go to any of the local restaurants, we can walk or hop in an Uber for very cheap.
Right.
And it's only, 7 minutes, Uber drive away, to get anywhere. And then obviously we will do tours and different things and we can hire that out, So I'm really looking forward to it. Just being able to take a lot more time and relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ramping up business so that we can do that.
Yeah. We are busy.
We just had a meeting about bringing our workload from being all on us to having our team, but also like putting the people in place. We've been talking about that for months, but we are taking action on it right now.
Yeah. And with my nonprofit, I actually taught at a school this morning, which was awesome. By the way, we had some middle schoolers which is that's the target age for human traffickers, just so everybody knows. So we were able to get them some really great information today. But I have a new facilitator that I'm training up and really working with her so that she can go out and do these, and I don't have to go.
Right.
So,
Which is great news, and
yeah,
that's the
it's
move that we've
growth.
been working on
Yeah,
getting, is get the right people in place. So
yeah, delegate.
awesome. Anything else about our place that we're staying, or are we good there?
No, I'm super pumped. It's awesome. You don't have to pay everything up front. You can pay monthly. And we can continue to message the host between now and the time we leave. And we're just continuing to work on our list, which is kind of behind me here, and what we're doing every month. It's nice that we've set up our months in small chunks to do things. Yeah. So we're just trucking right along. Next month, we're going to do our first, I don't know, practice pack.
Yes. Coming up quick, but probably mid-month. I think we're going to give ourselves a little bit of, it's not going to be the first of the month. Yeah, we got to get our first test pack in.
Right.
Yeah. I was pulling up the notes for next week.
And this is really about all the things we want to take and then saying, is this realistic or not? Let's put back what we can do with that. Really just trying to make it easier for ourselves. What can we buy while we're there so we don't have to take it? Like clothing, for instance, I'm going to buy some dresses and things while I'm there so I don't have to pack
Right.
as much. Right. So, yeah.
I think I might have, maybe not teased, I think I might have made a joke saying, put one suitcase inside of another suitcase, then pack that one. So then you'll have a full suitcase.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting up on the screen right now 4 things that you can choose to talk about for next week. So just look at the titles, and we're just kind of doing the Russian roulette of, what do you want to talk about
So,
next week?
something I'm very interested in, and we've been working on this a little bit, but building a support network abroad. So I've been watching a lot of videos around this, reading a lot around this, and it's not that you will have this deep rooted friendship like you have in your communities here, right? But just being able to have some folks that you can network with, talk to, while you're there, meet up with for a dinner or something. So that would be really nice. Chad and I are super active in our communities. We do a lot of nonprofit work. We do a lot with our chambers. So, and then I work with children. So it's really important for us. We don't need to be on the go like we are here. That's one of the reasons we're going to Colombia, is to like try to relax a lot of that time. But we still want to have some sort of a social atmosphere for us.
Yeah,
So
it's important to still be in touch with your community.
Yeah. So
wherever that is.
It's probably going to be some expats, and yeah, most of the expats reside in Medellin, which is fine. It's not that far of a drive to get there or take the metro, but really, I think we should tap into that a little bit for next week.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Final words. Go ahead and take us out.
Yeah, final words, guys. So until next time, keep exploring your horizons and living beyond the desk. Have an extraordinary week.